What up, what up, what up? It's yours truly, the one and only. I go by the name of Mr.Taliaferro. Let me just start here before we get into the highlight. Game 6 of the NBA Finals, our last game of the 2019-2020 NBA season, the longest season in NBA history. Let me just start here. So, okay, let me kind of give y'all the timeline. I have been doing highlights all season this year. I wanted to commit to doing an entire year of highlights with the NBA. So let's start back last October, right? The NBA season starts. I'm doing highlights night in, night out. I was doing like 4 or 5 games a day. So I keep putting in the work. I'm grinding. Obviously, the season goes through as planned, and we get to March. Around January, February, I got sick, and I believe I had COVID. But let's just say I had the flu, all right? Let's just say that I had the flu January, February-ish. I lost my voice while I was sick for a couple of weeks, and what happened was, I honest to God truth, I got behind on some bills and stuff like that. So when I got my voice back, I had to go over to my other YouTube and salute to everybody that's came over from the Mr.Taliaferro YouTube. I really appreciate y'all. That love that y'all consistently show your boy. Y'all always present for me. So I really appreciate y'all. Y'all coming over. I know this is a little bit of a transition on this platform going from music to sports, but I really appreciate y'all coming over. But anyways, I had to get back to work over there. I had some bills to pay. I had got behind. That sickness to start the year really got me in a bad spot. So I had to put this down. So I went from doing every highlight. I was trying to do maybe a few games a week. Then COVID happens. COVID ends the season in early March, the Rudy Gobert, we remember Utah Jazz game. Then the NBA plans the restart, and while that is planning, and while that is being planned, I'm actually negotiating with a company, BBTV, about a partnership with the NBA. And the restart happens. I pretty much get my partnership going right there with the restart. It's like literally about the same time. So I get the partnership with the NBA. I have been full go. I've did every game of the bubble, every playoff game. We've did a highlight for it. We've did not only one highlight, I've did the full game reactions to the entire postseason. So needless to say, I'm still running other things of my business and my company that I'm getting off the ground here. I'm trying to get a studio built. Needless to say, I am exhausted. I've been going. I'm not complaining, man. I'm super blessed and privileged to be in the position that I'm in. I've been going full throttle, though. And I really haven't had the chance to give y'all the content that y'all deserve on the NBA side. I've been doing the music platform. It's Mr.Taliaferro for years now. So that one I can just, it comes to me quickly. But this one, I understand, like, people genuinely, when they let people into their sports space, let me just put it like that. That's a real relationship when people allow people to deliver sports to them, because we love sports. Like, trust and believe, I'm the same way. You gotta work to be a fixture in my life as a personality or somebody that I'll even turn on, a radio personality, a television personality, an analyst. You gotta really put that work in for me to listen to you. And I understand, I'm no different. I am no different. I gotta put that work in, and this is different. We're doing this through YouTube and different platforms on the internet. It's just different. I'm gonna put the work in. Please give me an off season. I know it's not gonna be a long off season, but I'm assuming the NBA is gonna get going around end of January, top of February for the next season. Let me put that work in and let me give you guys the content y'all deserve. Next year, hopefully by January, February, I've been growing this platform to the point where I'm full throttle. I'm making enough money here so I can do every game and totally dedicate myself to this platform the way you guys deserve it. Now, that being said, I got this black hoodie on for a reason. I am a Los Angeles Lakers diehard. Not a LeBron diehard, a Lakers diehard. There's a difference. I'm happy for LeBron. I think tonight he officially became a Los Angeles Laker for real. I'll go to war over LeBron now. All right, he's a Laker for real now. Anthony Davis is a Laker for real now. Let's get into the highlight. Lakers Heat Game 6. If the Lakers win, they hoist that Larry O'Brien trophy. If the Miami Heat win, we do this all again for Game 7 on Tuesday. Woo. So the Lakers went with starting Caruso over Dwight Howard. I feel like Frank Vogel could have went to Dwight more. There's got to be something Frank, as the coach of that team, and congratulations to Frank Vogel, he has to know things about Dwight that we don't know, because I have really enjoyed Dwight and both JaVale McGee. But the Lakers have went away from that, and they went small ball. And Anthony Davis, we know he did not want to play the center. He said he'll do it in the NBA playoffs. He was willing to do whatever it took, as LeBron has gotten a couple baskets early. Duncan Robinson had a couple three-pointers early. We're tied at 8. So a good start early. Miami Heat looked all game. But I ain't going to lie to you guys. The Lakers were full throttle out the gate. Like, they just kept coming and coming. Beautiful pass from LeBron inside the Rondo. I don't got no box scores. That's been the theme of this. I'll come better. Y'all hold me accountable. I'll be better next year. KCP, beautiful lay-in. Kendrick Nunn's going to make a 3. I was like, when he made that one, I was like, if he gets it going, he's the one guy on the court that I feel like could really be problematic for the Lakers defense. As Anthony Davis gets the board and throws it down. AD had 15 rebounds to go along with 19 points in this one. Lakers went away from going through AD, as you know, they really went through him in that Denver series. They kind of went away from that into this Miami series here. But the Lakers were just so locked in on defense as Jimmy Butler drills the 3. Honestly, it didn't matter who they went through. Everybody was just locked in as AD drills the 2. I feel like the closer the Lakers got to the championship, LeBron wanted to step up and beat the guy as well. Maybe it was finals MVP purposes. I'm not saying it wasn't. But he definitely just was in attack mode, man. This was like Miami LeBron. As Rondo was really good. Look at him going right at Jimmy Butler. Like, you know, that can't happen. That can't happen. I'll just leave it at that. Butler has been fantastic this entire postseason. But that one, that's a tough lay-in to give up. And then now that guy's going to go right back at you. That Rajon Rondo, he got too many looks at the rim in this one. That can't happen. Bam Adebayo, he wasn't bad in Game 6. 25 points and 10 rebounds. That's pretty good. But I know Bam Adebayo is going to be very upset at himself, because I feel like there were a couple spots where he could have been better, and I'm pretty sure he had that strained neck that was hurting him like hell. Shoulders injuries hurting him like hell. But he's going to watch the film, I'm sure, a lot this offseason and be very upset at himself how he really missed a lot of things around the rim, and he let his team down defensively, I believe, as well. Crowder gets a look, drills a 3. Heat trying to stay in this one. They're down 14 right now. But like I said, it was just full throttle. Look at that, man. You cannot cheat the defense like that. Come on, you got to know what pivot he's on. Again, easier said than done. Jay Crowder's trying to do everything he can to keep that's a foul too, to keep the Heat in this one. They're down 14. AD really took over this game defensively in the second quarter. LeBron, KCP, look at this shot. Oh my gosh. Somehow, some way, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, one of the most incredible in-season turnarounds I've ever seen in my life. This dude was the laughing stock of the Lakers coming into this season from the previous seasons with LA. Everybody, the joke about KCP was we only gave him a contract because he was LeBron's friend, and he's a Rich Paul client. He earned his money this entire season. After November, he earned his dollar, especially in the bubble. He has been fantastic. As LeBron finds Caruso for the deuce. We just saw a big Anthony Davis dunks moments ago. Now Rondo teams up with KCP. Lakers got a lot of decisions to make this offseason. They've got a lot of free agents, man. A lot of guys with player options. We knew this was this season. The way that the Lakers structured their contract was about this season. And now they got a lot of decisions to make. We'll talk about that all offseason. As another turnover from Miami. Miami only puts up 36 points in the first half. That is that's the lowest any team's had since 2014 in the NBA Finals in a half. They were really bad. 28 points. The Lakers were up at the half. That's the second biggest margin in NBA Finals history. I'm sorry I got all these facts on the top of my head. I just got done with my highlight here. As Bam Adebayo with the easy jam. But the Heat are down 30. This is a throttling right now. This is over. You know what? Since I'm a lifer as a Laker fan, I remember losing a game like this about a decade ago, maybe a little more than a decade. Remember when the Celtics won their championship, their only championship, and they won it against the Lakers, and they blew us off the court, and that was Game 6 as well, right? This is similar to that. This was an ass whooping, man. Foul on AD, it doesn't matter. The Lakers ain't gonna give up this big a lead. The Heat, honestly, they left themselves in too big a hole. And how about Danny Green? He had a couple baskets in this one, 11 points. Look, nobody's going to care about that Game 5 missed shot now. Your team got it done, all right? Nobody cares. But, yeah, I kind of really feel for that Miami Heat team. They got down too many points, man. There's no way to make you can't make a 27. This is the lead's too high. I mean, you're over. Like, you're at 46 points midway through I mean, we're past the midway point in the third quarter. This is bad. Like, they only got 10 points right now in the third quarter, as the Lakers are up 36 points. This is, you know, as much credit as we've gave Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat, they were awful in Game 6. We gotta keep that same energy. I've been very complimentary to Jimmy Butler and how he's been able to motivate this team and get them fired up. And I mean, they beat the Pacers in 4. They got rid of the Bucks in 5. They got rid of the Celtics in 7. A tough series. And it was 6. Excuse me. This one was anything but that. They got their asses handed to them in 6. In game 6, they were awful. They were awful.
After that fantastic performance in Game 5.
A lot of young guys for Miami too. Duncan Robinson, Taliaferro, Kendrick Nunn, second in the Rookie of the Year vote. They'll be back. They'll be back. And I'll say this one last thing about Miami. I tweeted this out in the game. I'm pretty sure Giannis Antetokounmpo was somewhere watching. Giannis, I know you got one more season in Milwaukee. You got to think long and hard, young fella. You got a big decision to make. You got a chance to join a team that's. They don't need a Giannis to get over the hump. They are one guy away. I don't think that one guy has to be Giannis. Like, I think Bradley Beal could have helped them get it done, right? But if it is Giannis, I mean, you're talking about a team that could literally, I mean, with these young guys on this roster, Taliaferro, you see it floating in the lane. He wasn't good in this one, but you got a group of young guys. Man, that front line is Jimmy, Bam, and Giannis. Shit. Because essentially what it'll be is they pay their front line guys all big money. And, you know, Giannis is an unselfish guy. He might leave a little money on the table. Because you got Bam signed already, he's going to leave a little money on the table. If that front line is Jimmy, Giannis, and Bam, I don't care who's out. Ain't nobody beating that. You can forget about it. You ain't getting to the rim. I think Jimmy could be what Giannis needs. Now the shooting thing they would, you know, that would be a big question mark, but I don't know. And if I were Giannis, I would force a trade there next year. As Bam Adebayo finishes at the rim. It's a 22-point game. LeBron was in the game at this point, stat stuff, and AD in the game, stat stuff. LeBron literally knocked over about every teammate for every rebound there was. He was trying to put an exclamation point on that Finals MVP. I thought he won it in Game 5, but he made sure he won it in Game 6. I thought his 41-point effort in Game 5 was more than enough, but he's going to definitely put an exclamation point on an incredible emotional season. 28 points, 14 rebounds, 10 assists is how LeBron ends it, and a 4th NBA championship, the 3rd Finals MVP. He's got 4 Finals MVP, the 3rd different team he's won that with. Nobody has ever done that. That's incredible. Pretty much every team LeBron's ever joined, he's put them in championship contention. And the Los Angeles Lakers are NBA champions once again. The 17th time we've raised that banner, baby. What up, Laker Nation? We did it. We did it. With everything going on. The tragic death of the late, great Kobe Bryant. The COVID restart. Oh my goodness, man. The Jacob Blake season in. Then the second restart to the NBA season in the bubble in Orlando. These dudes been away from their families for about 100 days now. They're not coming home empty-handedly as the Lakers are going back to Los Angeles with some hardware. LeBron's going back to Los Angeles with 2 pieces of hardware, a championship, and another Finals MVP at his disposal. As a Laker fan, as a diehard Kobe guy, I'm sure Kobe somewhere, there's a smile on Kobe's face right now watching this one. Let me say this. I watched pretty much every dribble of this team this year. One of my 3 to 4 favorite seasons as a Laker fan to watch. I got 2 seasons of Kobe on my mind that I loved. Yeah, I would say right after that, this is one of my favorite seasons as a Laker fan. I've said that all year, and I'll tell you why. This team was so unselfish in so many ways. They played the game the right way all year. Rarely do you see that, by the way. All year. They ain't cheat the fans. You know, Anthony Davis's body had breaking down on him pretty much every year in his career before this one, and he's now an NBA champion. Congratulations to AD. A free agent to be, by the way, in a couple weeks. But I watched AD play more and give his body more. I mean, that dude, he literally gets hurt like 3-4 times a game. But I watched him get up this time around. It wasn't, let me just leave this game and not return. It was, I'm about to get up and get back into this game. And his aggression on that defensive side of the court, I believe, is as big, if any, I would say he's the biggest factor to that Lakers ring. LeBron's unselfishness to let AD a lot of times be the guy and dominate basketball games. Step back, let him have his moment to shine. I thought that was pivotal, especially through the first 3 rounds. This team was phenomenal to watch. I brought up KCP earlier. His growth, man, I'm telling you, that man was, his confidence was shot. His confidence was shot. And then a couple of guys that they haven't been to the finals in over a decade. Dwight Howard and Rajon Rondo, man. I mean, can't say enough about their journeys. Rondo's the first guy ever to win a championship on the Celtics and the Lakers. That's crazy. He's in his mid-30s now. He looked like he had a lot left in the tank too. And he plays below the rim, so that might give him a couple more years. We'll see where his body's at. He sacrificed a lot. He's been hurt a lot too, so we'll see where he's at with it. He's got a player option, if I'm not mistaken, as well. I'll give me a couple weeks. I'm gonna go look at all the contracts and all that and be back with obviously a lot of content for you guys this offseason. Rajon Rondo, he's gonna, if the Lakers can keep him around, it looks like LeBron loves having him around. That'll be a pivotal re-signing. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope might opt out. He might opt out. If he opts out, Lakers got to take care of that business and re-sign him. Dwight Howard, man, that, you know, his journey. I remember when Kobe got that ring over the Orlando Magic in 5 games. That was a really good Dwight Howard team about a decade ago. That was 2009. Remember that Rashard Lewis, Dwight Howard, Hedo Turkoglu, Jameer Nelson-led team? Remember that one under Stan Van Gundy? They were really good. They went inside to Dwight, and they played inside out, and they had shooters all around the court. They were something else. They beat LeBron in the conference finals that year. Remember that was the year LeBron made that game winner in game 2. The Magic won that series. I know we see that shot. The Magic won that series, and Kobe got rid of the Magic in 5 games. But yeah, like that Dwight to get back to the finals, and he was a real piece to this puzzle. Like, that ain't no dude that just freeloaded the ring. Was he Defensive Player of the Year Dwight? Was he NBA All-Star Dwight? Nah, but damn it, him and JaVale McGee throughout the season trying to kind of trade in places, they were both impactful and important to that Lakers run to a championship. So they both deserve their championship. I'm thinking about Alex Caruso real quick. That man is a journeyman through that G League and worked his behind off. His contract situation will be interesting. Guys like that, like, who do you pay? Because, you know, you look around and Caruso got all the minutes that Quinn Cook was supposed to get. That's an interesting dynamic. Remember, I interviewed Quinn Cook about a year ago. It was like a year ago, like literally just a year ago. He was in Atlanta for Labor Day weekend. And I interviewed Quinn Cook, and we talked about him joining the Lakers and AD being there as well with him. Quinn Cook has developed a very close relationship with LeBron. I'd argue, they had DeMarcus Cousins. He's gone, and he's eligible for a ring, by the way. Quinn Cook might be LeBron's closest teammate that he's got. Him and Jared Dudley. I'm assuming Jared Dudley's going to probably retire. I'm assuming Dudley's probably done. He's a champion now. Congratulations to him. If that is it for Dudley, I think it becomes pivotal to keep Quinn Cook around. Then the question mark rises because Alex Caruso is kind of like your Shannon Brown type player, right? Do you pay him or do you let him walk? Because he's going to want a bag. LeBron's seen this before. He got Matthew Dellavedova a bag. Will the Lakers pay that guy? Who will they prioritize in an offseason where they got to pay AD? Also, you got Dwight Howard on a veterans minimum deal. I'm not 100% sure you'll be able to do that again. Not 100% sure. And before I get up out of here, like I said, Quinn Cook, happy for him. Happy as hell for him. Congratulations to my damn Los Angeles Lakers. A lot of those questions we will answer in the future. But for right now, let's celebrate this, man. Let's damn it. I've already went through one bottle of something that I can't talk about on camera. I'm probably about to go do it again. Congratulations to my Los Angeles Lakers. All I got right now is some water, damn it. It's the 2019-2020 NBA champions. Job well done, LA. A great season. Started out great. Emotional middle. And we finished as great as we can. They win the NBA championship. Thank y'all so much for the time, love, and support this season. I don't take it for granted. We about to go into full throttle this offseason. I hope you join me for this ride. We're just getting started. I'm out.